Hi, welcome to Awkward Hamster. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how I hang a picture frame. The first thing I'm going to do is to mark out where on the wall I want the picture to be hanged. And I can either use a pencil or in this case, I'm using painter's tape. Next, I'm going to take a D-ring and secure it about 1/3 of a distance from the top of the picture frame. So you can use a ruler, as I am using here, and mark the D-ring to a certain spot. Now the D-ring is basically what the wire loops into on both sides, the left side and right side. And to secure it, before I screw it in, I'm going to take a little electric screwdriver and just make a little mark there. That way when I actually try to tighten the screw, it'll be easier. Now I'm going to take the screw and fasten the D-ring into the wooden frame. I left a little wiggle room for the D-ring. Now I move on to secure the D-ring to the other side of the picture frame. And I'm also going to try to measure about 1/3 of the distance from the top. Almost 1/3. The exact 1/3 is where you see that little brown plastic knob is. So I can't obviously place it there. So I'm going to place it just above there. And once again, I'm going to secure the D-ring into the wooden frame with the screw. Next, I'm going to loop the wire into the D-ring on both the left and the right side. And to fasten the wire, I'm going to first loop the wire underneath the longer wire, tighten it, make sure it's tight. And I'm going to loop it under again, and this time under and into the D-ring. And fasten it tightly, make sure it's nice and tight. And now I'll just begin looping it multiple times around the longer wire. I typically just loop this about 7 to 10 times around. Once I'm done looping it, I take a wire cutter and just cut off the excess piece. That's it. Now I need to repeat the same steps for the other side. I first tighten the wire, pull it over the D-ring, then I loop it under the longer wire, secure it, and I'm going to loop it under the longer wire again, but this time I'm going to loop it back down through the D-ring. And once this part's secure, I'm going to start looping the excess wire around the longer wire, also about 7 to 10 times. Now I'm just going to verify that if I did everything correctly, the tension of the wire should be about 2 inches from the top. Next, what I like to do is put felt tips on the corners of the picture frame. That way the wood is not scraping against the paint. The hook I'll be using is the monkey hook. And the reason I got this is because I don't need to have any nails or hammers. And this way I can just push this hook directly into the drywall. And this hook supports up to 35 pounds, which is more than enough. My picture frame only weighs about 7 to 10 pounds. Now I'm going to try to measure the exact center of the picture frame. That way I know exactly where to push in that monkey hook. Not just measuring from the left and right, but also the height. So I'll be placing about 2 inches from the top of the frame. To insert the monkey hook in the drywall, I take it and insert into drywall at about a 30-degree angle, and I just use the force at the palm of my hand and push it in. Once it's in through the drywall, I can just keep pushing it, looping it, until the actual hook is in position. You can tell that it is in position when it's just a hook piece that is exposed. Now I can go ahead and hang the picture up. The very last thing I need to do now is just take a leveler and make sure that the frame is leveled. Thank you for watching this video on Awkward Hamster. Please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe.